Boom. There's a $5 discount code. First person to use it gets it. Okay, now onto the video. I'm doing a quick comparison of 3 MOYU cubes, popular ones. Not the V5 today, but we have the V10 here. Wait, this is the V9. The V10, the spring version, and a ballcore YS3M. I'm going to do some solves on each and just share some thoughts. We're going to be doing averages of 5 with hand scrambles because it's the fun things we do here. Okay, we're going to start with the V10. The V10 is very light. Very, very nice feeling cube. The V10 is currently my main. It's 1123. The V10 is the first cube that I've used in quite a while where I've actually noticed the drop in my times. Like for example, going from the YS3M to the V9, like I preferred the V9, but it didn't really help my time as much. It just was the feeling. The V10 is, for me, has helped drop times. Here's a funky U-perm. Okay, another 11. Another thing I like about the V9 is it's very, very consistent. I don't notice like any lockups and stuff that aren't my fault, which is something that I noticed with pretty much every other cube. Okay, let's see how this scramble's gonna go. As a 12, I can't count +2s on this, so we're just gonna pretend it's not a +2. Let's see, one drawback of the V9 or the V10 though is there is only the UV version when you get to the ball core, which is kind of sad. I do like the matte feeling puzzles sometimes, but it is only $33 though for the spring version, which in my opinion is probably the best one. So it's hard to complain too much. It's kind of funky. Okay, another 12, and one last scramble on the V10. I think those are my main thoughts though. Yeah, it's only a few dollars more than the V5. I would argue it's much better, has the 20 magnet ball core, all the top of the line features. For me though, I just get better times on it, and that's what I've heard from other people who like MOYU cubes too. If you don't like MOYU cubes, this probably won't be the breakthrough that you're looking through in MOYU cubes. If you do like MOYU cubes though, then this is highly recommended. Okay, V10, 12.39 average of 5. Now we're gonna break, we'll go on to the V9 next. Still just doing some fiddle hand scrambles. The V9 is a little bit heavier in price and weight. I think the price is getting closer to 50 on this. It's, I think, mid-40s-ish. I have to check. It is up on my website, canyonscubes.com, though. I don't know if you noticed that catch there. That is something that, well, it might have been my fault. It's something that, oh, nice 11 though. It's something that I don't notice as much on the V10. The V10, it feels like it just has instant feedback, like where if it locks up, it's just, I know that I just need to fix my turning there. Whereas here with the V9, if it locks up, it's like sometimes it's my fault, sometimes it's just the cube. Okay, there's a 13. Let's see what else about the V9. The V9 has been my main for a while until the V10 came out. I don't believe there's a UV version of the V9 either when you get to the ball core version, which is also another drawback for it. Good old 2-look OLO. And no lefty alg. The 14 a little bit slower. Something with the V9 though is I feel a lot less consistent. Granted, I'm not a very consistent solver to begin with because I don't know all of my OL logs, which can affect things if I get a bad or an OL case that I don't know. Same thing with PL. I know all my PLs, but I use too many lefty algs, so that can leave a little bit of room for variation and luck, which lets things deviate a little, but I have noticed more consistency solving with the V9, or sorry, the V10. That was a misplaced cross piece. Solves a little bit slower there. Okay, for the V9, we got a 13.17 average. Okay, now on to the final average of 5. We're going to use the YS3M. This YS3M setup is a little bit slow, so just keep that in mind, but I actually have a faster one somewhere. I just didn't bother to look, but maybe in a future video. Oh, we're going to hand scramble a little bit better. That was a very free, probably double X cross. That's a little better. Let's see, something I do like about the YS3M is the option for UV or just the matte plastic. I do really like the matte plastic. The UV is actually nice too. I do have one that I use every now and then, but something about YS3Ms that I've noticed is that not every YS3M feels the same. I think I've opened around 5 or 6 new ballcore YS3Ms, and probably half of them I really love, and the other half just don't feel amazing. Probably, I don't know if that's an issue with like the factory where they come set up differently or what that is, but that is just something I've observed while using YS3Ms too, because I did main the YS3M for quite a while before I actually mained it while I had my V9, but I didn't have a good setup on my V9 and I didn't know how to set it up properly. And the V9 heavily needs setup way more than the YS3M because out of the box it's almost unusable. But another bonus on the YS3M is the price too. It's not, I think it's pretty similar to the V10. It might be like high 20s or so. I'm not sure exactly. Okay. Yeah, overall the YS3M is a fairly solid cube though. It definitely has a place with the matte offering. I don't think it's for everyone, but I think there are a few people who love it and it works good for them. Oh, rough lefty out. The YS3M I am much more consistent on. I haven't gotten as many good singles on it, although ironically my PB single is on the YS3M, I believe. But the V9 and the V10 I do notice more good singles on. The V10, or the V9 coming with also slower singles too in general, but the YS3M is more consistent in my experience. Okay, there's an 1197 average. And it looks like I accidentally did 6 solves on the YS3M, but the last 5 I got a 13.08 average of 5. Thank you for watching. Those are most of my thoughts on 3 of the main MOYU cubes, excluding the V5. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Also, go check out canyonscubes.com. Have all sorts of puzzles listed. And feel free to drop any critiques of my solving in the comments as well.